Hello loves, I'm Shah and welcome to Tarot with Love, your spiritual safe haven. In today's video, we will be looking at your love life in 2023. This is part 3 of the series. It is the final part of the series. And while you may look at every video to find the complete message that is meant for you, if you find your message in this video, then that is enough. Because rather than continuing on from each other, these videos were made in this way out of the recognition and understanding that 2023 is such a broad year, and the people who watch my videos are probably not going to find all their messages or their message just in one video contained in 3 groups, if that makes sense. And now let me introduce you to your 3 groups. Group 1, the 4 of Boons. Group 2, the 10 of Boons reversed. Group 3, the 6 of Challenges. Okay, I'm now going to give you guys some time to really focus on the cards, meditate if you need to, before choosing your group. And before we really begin, I would like to remind everyone that this is a collective reading. The messages found here are not going to be for everyone. Take what fits, leave behind what doesn't, and don't force anything. Hello group 1, if you are here, it means you have chosen the 4 of Boons. Without waiting any longer, let's see what 2023 has in store for you for your love life. 2023 for my group 1, please. Love in 2023 for my group 1, please. The 7 of Boons. And the Boons in traditional tarot are the Pentacles, the Fairy Wind. Okay. Love in 2023 for my group 1, please. And the Oldest One reversed. Interesting. As the 4 of Boons was your base card, I will read directly from the guidebook about what it means before we really get into the messages that I'm channeling for you guys. So let's see. The 4 of Boons. Trolls are very fond of money, though they have little opportunity to actually spend it. Their avaricious nature drives them to try many schemes for increasing their wealth. These troll wives have set up a pie stand alongside the forest path, offering toothsome temptations to hungry travelers. But as much as they covet the glint of silver, the troll wives can't bring themselves to actually give up any of their pies. They scold all their customers away and sit moodily among far more pies than even they could eat. When you run into the troll wives, it means someone is feeling overly attached to material possessions. Fear of scarcity distorts reality so that however much you have, it never seems like enough. This can lead to hoarding, literally or emotionally. Give up the greed to find peace of mind, meaning at a glance, greed, poverty consciousness, hoarding, fearful attachment to material possessions. Okay, my loves, it's a very interesting message we have for you so far. I still am going to pull traditional tarot, but we will first look at these to get the really beginning of your message. As we have already seen with what the 4 of Boons indicates, there is this warning in 2023 against greed. And greed can look like anything, especially when we talk about love lives. And especially as we see the 7 of Boons right next to it, which is a card of having a lot of options. And in 2023, you may be caught between two lovers or two love interests or two people you're really interested in and who are really interested in you, or more than two people, and you may not know who to choose between these two. And because of not knowing and being so confused and deciding whether you need to listen to your heart or listen to your mind or what is going to be the best decision for you, you may go with the one who has the best material wealth or best material attributes rather than the one who is actually going to love and care for you like you deserve. And that is okay. There is no shame in choosing a partner because of the financial stability they can provide you or the protection and safety that they can provide you. But in moments like these, when you don't know who to choose or which way to go, instead of just making the first decision or going with the one who seems the best on paper, it's okay to wait. It's okay to be a bit patient with this. And you may feel pressured because one or both of them are putting a deadline on you or a timeline on you and saying, if we don't have an answer by this date or this time, then we're both leaving or I'm leaving. And that shouldn't push you into a corner, even if they're trying to. Because time is going to reveal to you who actually is good for you and who actually isn't. And that brings my attention to the fairy wind, which is a card of change, a change in direction. And if you are too hasty about choosing one of these people, over time, and this time could be a long period of time or even a very short period of time, you could realize you made the wrong decision. And if you really communicate with them, I don't know who to choose and it's difficult for me and this is a lot of pressure for me because your feelings are on the line as well as my feelings, and ask them to give you that space and that time. And by seeing how they react to it, I feel as if you'll come to your decision faster. That's what I think I'm trying to say. With the oldest one coming out as your last card, the oldest one reversed, I would say this card is the equivalent of the Hierophant in traditional tarot. And coming out reversed is kind of like this breakdown of traditional values in a way. Of course, you could read it as the end of a union or the end of a marriage, but in this sense, for your love life in 2023, it's kind of like, I'm hearing the word foreboding, but more like a message of warning that you're going to rush into this and you're going to lose the actual love of your life. And I want to emphasize that because between these two cards, the one missing is the Lovers. And if you rush too quickly into this union, into any decision, you're going to lose sight of your love. You're going to miss the opportunity to be with them, to really build something with them. So don't rush into anything right now. And take that as confirmation. Let's wait for it to finish. Hey, where was I? And even if you come to the end of this period and you decide that you don't want anything with either of them, rather than going with one of them or choosing someone because you feel guilty for making them wait so long, communicate and say you're sorry, or you thought you wanted one thing but that's not what you actually want. You're going to have to be very firm about it, and that's okay. Because you can't bend your will and bend your expectation to what others want of you. Or rather, you can't bend your desires to the expectations that others have placed on you. And yes, it is okay to feel guilty and ashamed that you made these two people wait so long, and just to give them an outcome that neither of them are going to desire, or that's going to hurt one of them. But that's okay, because at the end of the day, it's still your life that you are living. And at the end of the day, these two fellow adults, or these two other people, made the conscious decision to trust you with this decision, to trust you with making this choice. And yes, one of them are going to be hurt, but that's not entirely on you. And you shouldn't let that weigh you down, because it's a conscious choice that everybody in the situation made. And for you to say, no, I'm walking away from this, or I'm walking away from you and I'm choosing this person, and if you want to apologize, I'm sorry for making you wait so long I'm sorry for making you wait so long for an outcome that is so undesirable. That's okay, because at the end of the day, you have to be true to yourself, especially when it comes to matters of love. You have to be true to yourself and do what makes you happiest at the end of the day. Of course, with as little harm as possible to the other parties involved. But heartbreak is inevitable sometimes, and we all have to grow from it. We all have to grow through it, and it doesn't make you a bad person to break someone's heart 90% of the time. Love life in 2023 for my group 3, please. Sorry, it just rolls off the tongue so well. Love life in 2023 for my group 1, please. Okay, 2 of Swords. Love life in 2023 for my group 1, please. 2 of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Pentacles, how interesting. Ah, okay. I was going to pull another card for you, and I don't usually lay the cards out like this, so it's very interesting to me that I would choose to lay it out like this for you, because how I see it is these are your 2 options, especially being referred to as the 2s, and this is you between them, this Queen of Pentacles figure, and that's still you whether or not you identify with womanhood or femininity or things like that. When we see 2 2s come out in a reading like this, it's a very traditional way to read it as mistrust, and I feel as if this is why in your base reading one of your first messages was to be patient, because, and it's very normal when you first meet someone or when you want to begin a relationship with someone to put your best foot forward. You're going to show the best side of yourself, the best version of yourself. It's not manipulative, it's just something we all do so that people know our good sides, our best sides, before they know our darkness, before they know our flaws and our traumas and our red flags and such things. And it's a natural part of humanity. It's something that we all do as people, and I feel as if a major reason why you're being asked to be so patient in 2023 is because what you're going to see is going to be these people's best sides. And that is why if you make a decision off of this person is my ideal type, they're the most attractive, they're the wealthiest, they're the most academic, the most whatever, and when that facade reveals itself to be a facade, you're going to have missed the chance with someone who can really love you. Okay? And so in 2023, it may be hard to practice that patience because you just want to be in love already. You want to be in a relationship already. You want to be with your person already. But the person you choose may not be your person, may not be who is best for you in the long run. And it's okay to just slow down, to just take the step back, to be firm in saying, I'm not sure who to choose right now, and if you could respect me enough to give me the space to make my decision. You may also be talking to them simultaneously and kind of, because you're not committed to either of them, seeing who is best suited to you. And that's okay, because there's no official commitment, there's no actual treachery here, there's no actual betrayal or cheating here as far as I'm concerned. And it's okay to take that time to say, I'm not looking for anything serious right now, or I'm not sure about what I want right now, and I'm not sure if we align right now, and just let's see where things go. And that's fine. It's really fine. You have so much of time in 2023. You have 365 days. I don't know how many hours or minutes that are anymore. But you have the time. And when it comes to love, you don't want to place yourself in a situation that is ultimately going to hurt you. And that's not to say that, people who do end up in those situations are at fault. Obviously, you are not. Nobody is. Because the person who puts you in that situation, who hides their manipulative, violent, toxic behaviors, they're at fault. But right now, you're being given the signs and being given the warnings and being given the messages. And it's okay to say you're not sure. And it's okay to say you don't know what you want. And it's okay to say that you don't know who to choose. And it's okay for you to take the time to really make that decision. Because it's your love at the end of the day, your life at the end of the day. And who you share your life with, even temporarily, is such a big decision to make. So it is 100% okay for you to take it slow in 2023 before you make that decision. Let me look at your oracle cards now. I'm going to leave the Four of Boons up because, again, this is a reminder that you can't let your greed rule you this year. You have to let your heart rule you, your mind rule you, and you have to find some kind of happy medium between the two. I have a song stuck in my head. It's been stuck in my head since earlier, actually. I haven't listened to it in a while, but after it was stuck in my head, I decided to listen to it for a bit. And it's back in my head now that I'm doing the reading for you. And the song is Good Thing by NCT 127. Really fun song. And if I remember correctly from the translation, it's about... Okay, it's about them, the group members, wanting to show their partner a good time. And I feel like a good time is promised for you in whatever way you want to take that. You can even go listen to the song and look at the lyric translation. But a good time is promised for you if you really wait for it. A better time the longer you wait for it. Let's look at your oracles. Dark Moon. Spend time in contemplation and meditation in order to seek greater understanding of yourself and those around you. Again, that reiteration of the message that you can't force anything this year, that you have to take that step back and think things through properly. Blue Moon. Now is a powerful time to set long-term goals and sow seeds for the future. I feel like many of the other groups in the other videos have gotten this card as well, and it makes sense because we're going into a new year, and the new year is The new year presents you with so many opportunities for a clean slate, a new perspective, a new mindset, and you've been given that chance. How has your mindset affected your love and relationships before? And that's something for you to really dissect at the end of 2022 and as we go into 2023. Beware of letting your wilder instincts spin out of control. Again, I feel like this relates so much to the Four of Moons card. Are you letting your carnal desires rule you? Are you letting your want for financial stability rule you? What are you letting rule you? What base desires are you letting rule you? And that's something for you to do at the end of 2022 as you go into 2023 and as you work on your affirmations or your New Year's resolutions. Kind of do that introspective work about who you allow into your life and why. Spirit guide. Finding your spirit guides, getting in contact with them, communicating openly with them about what you want in love, and asking them to send this person to you or these people to you, or when you're in the situation, asking them to guide you to the right decision. And with finding, that is also finding yourself, and that's why I ask you to do this introspection. I didn't even realize the beeping. I'm so sorry, guys. And this is why I'm asking you to do the introspection, to do the shadow work if you feel comfortable doing the shadow work, and really look at who you've allowed access to you in the past, whether romantically, platonically, as friends, whatever, and who you want to allow that access to you in the future. Okay, I don't remember where I was. The beeping started again. But shadow work, if you feel like, yes, spend the end of the year and as much of 2023 as possible trying to find yourself. I'm just going to talk through the beeping and hope it's not too distracting. But yes, spend as much of 2023 as possible trying to find yourself and trying to see who you are beyond your desire. You know, there's a saying I think it's from Buddhist scripture, and it's basically desire is the root of all suffering. And are you letting yourself be controlled by these desires? That is, are you letting yourself be so controlled by wealth and a desire for financial security that you're going to choose the person who can offer that, even if that person isn't good for you, even if that person has all of these red flags? Are you going to let yourself be blinded by desire in all of these ways? And it's so important to really sit with yourself and dissect where your desire may lead you astray. And it's not to say you need to cut ties with your desire. Desire, as with many things, is a natural part of human life. But where does desire become overindulgence? Where does desire become distraction? Where does desire lead you astray in a way? Okay, to close it up, I'm going to pull Archangel Oracle cards for you. So, Archangels, what does love have in store for my group 1 in 2023? Archangel Christel, connect with unicorns, receive the white ascension flame. I always associate this card with Aquarius energy because I feel like it's such an Aquarian message. But of course, you don't have to be an Aquarius or have those placements in your chart. But Archangel Christel, connect with unicorns, receive the white ascension flame. let me actually read from the guidebook. And I just opened to the Archangel Crystal page. Okay. Choosing this card suggests that you are fully connected to Archangel Crystal and your causal chakra is open and active. It is now a gateway to the angelic realms, so you can communicate with masters, unicorns, and angelic beings. Unicorns, known as the purest of the pure, will be able to access Earth through you and help you seek soul satisfaction and accelerate your ascension pathway. This is so interesting to come out, especially as we've already seen the Spirit Guide card come out for you. And if you're struggling in matters of love, whether at the end of this year or in 2023, you need to know that you're not alone in this. Your spirit guides, your archangels, your deities, whoever you believe in, are there with you. And you can reach out to them and ask them for guidance in this. It's not superficial or pointless to ask them for help. You may think, it's just my love life. Why would I waste the time of my spirit guides? Why would I waste the time of the archangels? You're not wasting anybody's time. That's a very human concept that you don't need to apply to the divine. And in 2023, if you have any hang-ups or you're confused about anything in love, confused who to choose, if you're not sure if you're rushing things, if you're just uncertain in general, turn to them. Turn to your spiritual team because they will be there for you. Okay, my group 1, I think that I will close your reading here. Thank you so much for trusting me to be your reader. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can find links to do so in the description box. If you would like to follow me on any of my social media, you can find links to my Tumblr, Coffee, and Twitter in the description box as well. Hello, my group 2. If you are here, it means you have chosen the 10 of Boons reversed. Before I really get into your reading, I will read directly from the guidebook about what the 10 of Boons actually indicates. And as it comes out reversed, I will apply my own interpretation to it throughout the actual reading. Okay. The 10 of Boons. The forest seems endless. You've been walking all day and into the evening. Hungry, tired, discouraged, you push yourself just a bit farther, hoping to find some shelter from the night air, and then you hear music. Yes, and laughter. The sweetest sound a lonely wanderer ever heard. Following it, you come to a gathering hall filled with light and warmth and friendly faces. You are welcomed as kin by forest folk, for whom hospitality is second nature. Food and drink are put before you, and you are invited to tell your tale. Your heart fills with grateful relief. You found more than a night's shelter. You found your tribe. Community is a basic human need, one that we've sadly gotten away from in these modern times. This card says that your tribe, your clan, your kin awaits your arrival. Or perhaps you are the welcoming one, and the gathering hall is right where you are. As the last of the Boons cards, the 10 reminds you that the greatest boon of all is like-minded fellows who stand by you in good times and bad. Meaning at a glance, a warm welcome, community, hospitality, kindred, and extended family. Okay. What does 2023 have in store for my group 2, please? Love life in 2023 for my group 2, please. Love life in 2023 for my group 2, please. Okay. The 3 of Visions. 6 of Swords reversed. Sorry, the Swords reversed. Ace of Boons reversed. Okay. Is it crooked for you guys? Okay. I hope that's straight and clear. Okay, my group 2. 2023 for you. In terms of love, is not going to be so much of romantic love as it is going to be familiar love and friendly love. And I still think that's beautiful for you guys. Because what we see in the Ten of Wands is that for a long time you may have found yourself adrift without a place to really call home or anyone to really call family. You may have been disowned by your family or may have chosen to disengage with them because of... Okay, group 2, sorry about that. I adjusted the camera because it was a bit crooked. I hope everything still looks okay. Where was I? Yeah. In 2023, after a long time, you may have had to disengage from your family or were disowned by your family, and for a long time you have found yourself kind of wandering from group to group, from place to place, always feeling like you are on the outside looking in. And in 2023, you're going to find your people, you're going to find your home, you're going to find your community. And we see that very clearly in the Three of Visions. Actually, we see it in all of your cards, because the Ace of Boons reverse is an end. And when we look at the Forge, when the Forge comes out upright, it's hardship and experience gained through hardship and suffering, and all of that is coming to an end for you in 2023. The hardship, the suffering, the loneliness, the feelings of never fitting in, that alien kind of energy is ending this year. You are being freed from it this year. You are finding your community this year, even though it has taken some time, and even though it may not be instant in the beginning of 2023, it's coming towards you. And at the bottom of the deck, I just noticed, I will show you, the white hair, which is this deck's the Fool, or the equivalent of the Fool. It's a new beginning for you this year. You can finally say goodbye to all of that pain, that hurt that has been holding you down, that seems to follow you everywhere, that has such a tight hold on you. It's not going to be the case in 2023. You are going to have so much of love in your life this year. You are going to have that family you've always wanted, that friend group you've always asked for, and that fun that comes in friendship and family, that genuine love, genuine care, genuine... I keep being upholding. An upholding of familiar values in a place where you never expected to find family. That's what's coming towards you in 2023. In love. But let's see if there's also romance coming towards you guys. And if you are looking for a romantic reading and there aren't any messages of romance that come out in this particular reading, in this particular group, you are more than welcome to check out the other groups in this video or any of the other videos. Love in 2023 for my group 2, please. For some of you, actually, this family could also mean that this year you fall in love with someone and the two of you start your family together. And this could be with or without children. You know, it's not always children that make a family. Love in 2023 for my group 2. Okay. the Six of Cups. Love in 2023 for my group 2. Six of Cups reversed and the Six of Swords upright. You have had to move through so much of struggle, always trying to find home, always trying to find somewhere where you feel loved, somewhere where you feel welcome, and holding on to something from the past so tightly, holding on to the people in the past who hurt you and how they made you feel, and going into new situations expecting to be abandoned again, to be hurt again, to be left again. And that's totally valid, my loves. It's completely valid. And in 2023, you're going to have to face a lot of these issues. And this can obviously be done in this familiar situation or in this new love situation. In fact, it's going to be this environment that's going to give you the space to really face these things you may have been too scared to face in the past. But you're going to have to be brave about it this year. I always like to look at my Forest of Enchantment deck for the comforting messages, the reassurance, if you may, and then my Rider-Waite deck for the advice, the really firm messages, the guidance. Because I think the Forest of Enchantment can sometimes give you a fairy tale and can tell you all of the good things, and of course you want to hear good things, especially when you're looking at a year ahead or a time ahead. But you also need not so much the bad things, but you need to have a full idea or a full image of the situation. Okay, so many nights coming out for you guys. Okay, this Knight energy is both of a particular person coming towards you and the energy you kind of need to embody in 2023, of moving forward bravely, of not letting yourself accept anything because you want to feel loved and feel welcomed and feel like a part of a community. This Knight of Wands could be this patriarchal figure of this community who's welcoming you in. I'm feeling very strong commune vibes, and you have to kind of be careful not to fall in too deeply. And it doesn't have to be a commune, it's just the feeling I'm getting because of the initial card, the Ten of Boons. You have to kind of be careful of not just accepting anything this year out of a want to feel accepted, because acceptance is coming, family is coming, community is coming, love is coming, all of these things are coming. But you also have to be wary of falling into visages of it, or what is the word? Like, do you know when in like movies and stuff, when somebody is stuck in a desert and they hallucinate an oasis because they're dying of thirst? And now that makes me think of the Kendrick Lamar song as well. But are you yearning so much for community, love, friendship, acceptance that you are envisioning it in places where it is not? Are you falling into friend groups that are really toxic and unhealthy and staying there because a friend is better than no friend? Do you get me? Are you staying in relationships where the potential to be hurt is very high and you're ignoring all these red flags because, well, a boyfriend is better than nothing. A girlfriend who hates me is better than nothing, kind of thing, you know? And you need to be very wary in 2023. Are you going into places that seem like they're everything you've ever wanted, but that's only because you're projecting so much of your own desires, so much of your own longing onto the situation? You need to be very careful in 2023 because a lot of groups and a lot of people are going to crop up in your life that are going to be selling you the moon. They are going to seem so perfect, but how much of that perfection comes from what you want to see rather than what is actually there? Okay, group 2, let me pull some oracles for you. I'm going to leave the 10 of Boons out kind of as like a reminder of the energy that you may be in now and that you may start 2023 with. Okay. About life in 2023 for group 2. Actually, I was going to pull from the Lunar Oracle deck, but I feel like I should pull from the Fool's Wisdom instead. Oh, now all my cards are falling. Have confidence. Okay, the Lazy Fool. Have confidence. The Doubtful. Jumping out. Doubt appearances as they can be misleading. Last card. Actually, not last card. Wonderful. Always maintain your sense of wonder. Reversed. Okay. In 2023, you're going to need to be more confident in yourself, more assured of yourself, and that's one of the only ways that you're going to really protect yourself from a lot of these difficult situations. And this coming out right alongside the doubt appearances as they can be misleading, really just tying your whole reading together. And again, you need to be confident in yourself and in knowing what you deserve when it comes to love and friendships and familial connections, found family connections even, so that you don't accept anything that is being offered to you, so that the things that you accept are what is going to enrich your life and make you happier and bring fulfillment to your life and bring just abundance to your life. And you may be wondering, well, how do I do that when I've been outcast for so long? I no longer have any confidence in myself. And you know, there's no one answer, no right answer. I could tell you do the shadow work. I could tell you just put yourself out there, but that's not going to be it for everyone. It's not going to heal everyone. And at the end of the day, the only thing you can really do is kind of just test a few things and kind of just make the first step. Even if it seems ridiculous, look in the mirror and say, I'm confident. I'm confident in myself. I know what I want and I know what I need and I know what I desire and I know what's good for me. And take that first step into welcoming these good things into your life. Those positive affirmations can change everything about how you see yourself and about the kind of love you accept for yourself and the kind of relationships you accept for yourself. It can be very life-changing. Happiness. Yeah, because happiness awaits you in 2023. Even if you have to go the extra mile that some others may not. Even if it's difficult at times to keep hoping and keep believing. Even if you have to be a bit more vigilant and make sure that you're not letting your yearning consume you. healing. Happiness and healing. Happiness coming because you were strong enough to heal. Healing coming because you were patient enough and willing enough to wait for that happiness and hold on to it when it came to you and revealed itself as the best thing for you. Take time to relax, recharge, and replenish your inner strength. Moon in Capricorn, put aside emotional concerns and focus on achieving or increasing financial security. A new beginning or even a new life may be blooming. It is the end of 2022 right now. And as we go into 2023, we are reminded, you are reminded that you are being offered with a new slate, a clean slate. You have the opportunity to start completely fresh if that's what you desire. And I feel like if you do take the steps towards starting fresh, really visualizing the life that you want to have in 2023, and you take the steps towards it, even minuscule, it's going to unfold for you. Relax at the end of the year as we go into 2023. Do not stress too much on the little things. Do not focus too much on the wrong things as well, on your finances, on all of these things that, and obviously you have to focus on finances, but still make time for yourself, for your inner world, for healing, for community, for trying new things, going to new places. Are you wishing for love and community and family and then only going to two places, the same two places every day? Try new art clubs, or go to karaoke bars, or go to an open mic night. Do things outside of your boundaries a bit in 2023, because it's in these places you're going to meet your new family, your new group of friends, your new life, where you're going to build this new life. Okay, let me pull an Archangel Oracle card and then we will close up this reading. Archangel Michael, manifest for the highest good, work with pure love. This year, there is so much opportunity for your manifestations to unfold. Really work towards those positive affirmations and to positively manifesting things, or just manifesting in general. You don't have to manifest from a place of positivity. You can manifest from wherever you are mentally. Work on your manifestations, work on your beliefs, work on your affirmations, because they are unfolding for you. Do everything with love this year, and love will come towards you in so many different ways. Okay, my group 2, I think that this is where I will close your reading. Thank you so much for trusting me to be your reader. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can find the links to do so in the description box below. If you would like to follow me on any social media, you can find links to my Tumblr, Twitter, and Coffee in the same place. Thank you again. Hello, my group 3. If you are here, it means you have chosen the 6 of challenges. I would like to apologize for any noise in the background. It is the December holidays in my country at the moment, and there are children playing, my neighbor's children. I hope it's not too distracting. In fact, I hope it's a positive omen for your reading and what's to come. Okay, before I pull any of your cards for you, I am going to just read from the guidebook about what the 6 of challenges signifies and what it means. and then I will speak on my own interpretation as we really go through your reading. Okay. Phew. That was a near escape. Far too close for comfort. Dwarfs don't usually climb trees if they can help it. But this dwarf scaled the ash tree as nimbly as a squirrel when the wolf started chasing her. There's no need for her to plan what to do next. Since she can't fight a pack of wolves, she needs to just wait them out. When they have lost interest in her, she can hurry home to a well-earned supper. When you are pursued by slavering wolves, the wisest course is to get out of their reach as quickly as possible. This card suggests that you should consider such a strategic retreat. Perhaps an actual retreat away from home or work for a time. Give yourself a respite from strife. Rest, recover, and plan your next step. Meaning at a glance: retreat, deliverance from a dangerous situation, waiting for danger to pass, a chance to regroup. You may be moving away from home for a time, maybe to university or for work or on a vacation, or leaving for a little while in order to find yourself again. And the situation doesn't necessarily have to be abusive or toxic. It could certainly just be that you need to be somewhere where the stresses of daily life can't find you. And as you seek this respite, as you seek yourself away from home, and this is where you find love in 2023, and many of you could be married or in long-term relationships and have been wanting to end it for a while, and this situation, this new person coming into your life, could clarify for you that that is what you need to do, or could cement it for you that that is what you want to do. And I keep feeling, even before I pull your cards, I keep feeling that, you know, this person doesn't necessarily have to be your next lover, and you don't necessarily have to have an affair with them or anything. You could meet someone who is so in love with their partner, and you could go, I want that. I want to love my partner like that. I want my partner to love me like that. And it could just set everything into motion for you. Love in 2023 for my group 3, please. Love in 2023 for my group 3, please. 3 of challenges. Again, a respite, a running away. There's this feeling that, wait, let me pull all your cards for you first. I just feel like it's so urgent that I get these messages out. Love in 2023 for my group 3, please. The 2 of challenges. The challenges in traditional tarot are the swords. So a lot of sword energy for you in 2023. A lot of obstacle, it means, but also an opportunity to really achieve mental clarity. That yes, you're going to have a lot of stresses in 2023 surrounding love and your love life, but you're also going to be freed from it. The Nine of Spells. Okay. 3 of Challenges, 2 of Challenges, 9 of Spells, and your 6 of Challenges. A lot of sword energy. In 2023, you have this realization that you need to do something to change your situation. But as we see in the 2 of Challenges, you're at a stalemate. You're looking at yourself. You're looking at what you need to do, but you're finding it difficult to actually take action towards it. You want to leave, but you're thinking, I've spent so much time cultivating this marriage, this relationship, this connection. How can I just let it go? You're thinking that if you just push through, maybe you two can be happy. You don't want to do what you need to do. I guess it's difficult, and you don't want to feel like you're abandoning someone because of your decisions, but is it better for you to hold on to something if there's no more love there? Especially if this person loves you, do you really want to pull them along with you for nothing? And that's only going to hurt them more in the long run. And now, rather than a painful ending that's going to lead to a rebirth, you're both stuck in the stagnation, in the stalemate. This person waiting for you to come back to them wholly, or waiting for you to make the first move because they don't want to make the first move. You waiting for your person to change, or waiting for them to make the first move, and nothing actually happening. With the 9 of Spells, and with the 9 of Spells coming out as your last card, at least your last card from this tarot deck, it is a message, like a very, very heavy emphasized message, that you have everything that you need in order to accomplish your intention, in order to do what you need to do. You have the experience, you have the knowledge, you have the ability, you have everything. The maturity, actually, most importantly, to say, this is not good for me, this is not good for us, and out of love for myself, and out of love for what we once had, I am going to step away. And that is difficult, but it is highly commendable if you actually go through with it. Love life in 2023 for my group 3. Love life in 2023 for my group 3, please. Justice. Love life in 2023 for my group 3. Ace of Swords. In 2023, you are going, again, another sword card, and they're both holding swords. It is a year where you're going to need to be firm. You're going to need to be direct. You're going to have to be cutthroat if that's what's needed. And that doesn't mean being rude and being horrible and being mean to the people in your life, especially to this partner. But you're going to have to say that my happiness is my happiness, my life is my life, and I can't compromise it for everyone or anyone. And it is difficult. It is very difficult. When we see swords, you have to think difficulty. But once you cut that rope, you cut that cord, you will feel so much freer. You will see life unfold around you, because the love that you want, the love that you're going to realize you deserve is out there for you. But this relationship where that love isn't anymore is holding you back. The Empress. Six of Cups reversed. Ace of Cups. It is really a year of new beginnings for you. With the Six of Cups coming out, it's asking you to reevaluate, or even evaluate if it isn't something you've done before, but to really look at how much you're holding onto the past and to past connections, even if the love isn't there anymore, the security isn't there anymore, the comfort isn't there anymore, the things that you desire are not there anymore. It is okay and needed for you to do the introspection. And if you do the introspection and say, I think we can work through things, then that's more power to you, my love. That is honestly more power to you. Because in 2023, as we see with the Empress and even with Justice, the place where you are mentally is one where you can overcome all obstacles, all difficulty, all challenges faced against you. All of the sword energy, yes, it's very difficult to face, and yes, it's very difficult to look at the year ahead and see challenge and obstacle, when maybe you came here for a reassurance that everything in love is going to turn out well eventually, and you just have to give into divine timing and let God take the wheel or whatever. And it may be difficult to know that if you want peace of mind, if you want true love, if you want to fulfill your desires and fulfill yourself on a soul level, you are going to have to make a difficult decision. You are going to have to cut out a person who may have been there for you through the toughest times in your life. But that is something you are completely prepared to do. Something you are completely gifted with the ability to do. You are ready for it. And it may take you some time to build up the strength. It may take you some time to see that this is what's needed of you, or this is what you can do. And that's okay. When you do go for it, you will feel so free, and you will feel so in tune with the love that the divine is sending to you. Okay, I'm going to clear your tarot cards and pull some oracle cards for you. And some of you may be holding onto this relationship because of your children, or because there's children involved, and you're thinking, well, I don't want my children to grow up with parents who are divorced. I don't want my children to be children of divorce. But would you rather they be children, sure, whose parents are divorced, but now in their separation are each happier, or children whose parents don't love each other and the relationship is so strained and every day is a battle because maybe you guys aren't arguing, but there's no love there anymore, and they can pick up that there's no love there anymore. Okay? Love life in 2023 for my please. Empowerment. Again, that Nine of Spelt energy. That energy that you can do this. And it's not just the Nine of Spells energy. It's the Nine of Spells energy. Justice. The Empress. Many of you maybe coming from a place of femininity or womanhood and thinking, you know, that you can't do anything without your husband. You relied on him for so long. And I want you to know that you're stronger than you think you are. You are more capable of freeing yourself than you think you are. But regardless of gender, that applies to you, of course. I think sometimes as women, we need that extra bit of reassurance, because so many things are crafted against us and set against us, and we're told so many times, you can't do this and you can't do that. And sometimes you need that extra bit of push, that extra bit of advice, that extra bit of justification that, yeah, I can do this. And my loves, regardless of gender, of course, you can do this. It's difficult because of the history here and the baggage here, but you can. Lighten your load, exactly. You can free yourself from this. Don't overthink the situation. Don't think it's so much bigger than it actually is. Once you cut the cord, you'll find that, wow, okay. And I say cut the cord, and these two are holding a cord, a knotted cord at that, a blue string, connecting them by fate. Once you cut the cord with this old person, a newness is coming to your life. It's that Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups energy again. And a new commitment to work, a new commitment to career, a new commitment to yourself, a new commitment to your children, a new commitment to a lover who you never expected to come into your life. Once you free yourself from this, once you let go of this, once you embrace what's actually out there waiting for you, keep it simple, reversed. You're overthinking the situation. And that's fine and valid, again, because of the history here, because of what leaving could mean to you. This fell out. The tear fool. Your tears heal your soul. You're overthinking this, and again, that's fine and valid because of the history here, because of what it could mean to leave, because of your children, a business, the family that you've built here, the way that you've connected with this person's family, the way your lives have become intertwined, and thinking, if I leave now, what's going to become of me? Or my family knows their family, or their friends are my friends, and my friends are their friends, and everything is so intertwined. And you can cry about it, you can journal about it, you can wail and scream about it. That is fine. Get out your feelings. Don't bottle everything up until the last moment. Get your feelings out in order to bring clarity into your life. Because if you keep looking at this from a place of those bottled emotions, saying let's just keep it moving, we'll just get up and try tomorrow, and try tomorrow, and try tomorrow, and try tomorrow, and I don't need to cry over this, and I'm not upset about this, when you are and you need to, and trying every day is just draining you more and more and more, then how are you going to actually see the situation for what it is, this relationship for what it is? Okay? And make the decision that you need to make in order to free yourself from this. And I'm not saying, I keep saying free yourself, but it may not be something you need to free yourself from. It could be a very amicable relationship where you two have kind of just fallen out of love with each other. Or you have fallen out of love with them, and again, that's normal. It happens. In the most committed relationship, it happens. And you may be carrying a lot of guilt because you promised yourself to this person, and the two of you committed yourselves to each other. And if you think that stepping away is just going to ruin everything, you kind of need to battle with those thoughts in a way, but that's not the word I'm looking for. You need to face those thoughts and find a way to really overcome them in order to be more at peace with yourself, and in order to really face the decision that you need to make. Moon totem frog. The path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable. Yes, it seems difficult and out of reach, and it may seem difficult and out of reach for a long time, but that doesn't mean that it's not possible. You have the tools, you have the possibility, you have the ability, you have everything. And it may take all of 2023 for you to finally say, I am strong enough to leave this behind, or now I know where I'll go once this has ended, and I'm ready to leave now. And that's fine. There's no rush, my love. There's absolutely no rush, because it's such an important decision that you're making. Take the time that is needed, and that such an important decision requires of you. I'm going to pull actually 2 Archangel Oracle cards for you. Archangels, what does love have in store for my group 3 in 2023, please? Archangel Dorenka. Hone your psychic abilities, see through illusion. Archangel Gabriel. Shimmer with diamond light, express your creativity. Find peace through creative expression, through spirituality and meditation. Find peace in any way that peace presents itself to you. If you need some kind of escape from your daily life and you're presented with it in some way, it's okay to reach out for it. In fact, by doing so, it may bring you greater clarity on what you actually need and desire. Again, that retreat card. Maybe there's a vacation or a girl's trip or a friend trip or something that you're thinking you shouldn't go for or you shouldn't do because of the commitments at home. You need to embrace things that aren't so attached to this person or this situation in order to be in full communion with yourself and really come to terms with the truth of the situation and how it aligns with what you need and how it doesn't align with what you need and what you desire and what is best for you in the long run. Okay. My group 3, I think that this is where I will close your reading. Thank you so much for trusting me to be your reader. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can find the links to do so in the description box below. If you would like to follow me on any social media, you can find links to my Tumblr, Twitter, and Coffee in the same place. Thank you again.